So how do you find good music for your YouTube videos, as well as stay safe when it comes to copyright and not getting your videos flagged? Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking with Laura from the MusicBed about 3 must-know things you need to know about music for YouTube, plus some cool things MusicBed has going on, and some of our favorite tracks that we like to use here at Think Media coming up.
You gotta just press record.
Hey, what's up? Sean Cannell here with Think Media, bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And we're here at Vid Summit, and I'm talking with Laura from the MusicBed. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing super great. You know, we're out here at this event learning all about YouTube, and one of our most important aspects of YouTube is, of course, music. Now, MusicBed is actually a super cool site. We'll talk about it later. I've been using it for like 8 years, and back when I was a wedding videographer and shooting different wedding videos. But before we dive into where you can get some super cool music, we want to talk about like 3 tips when it comes to getting the right music for your videos. And the first one is the danger of using the wrong music, period, like copyright, things like that. What do creators need to know when it comes to music?
Basically, if you're going to use music that, especially top 40 music, you have no control over what's going to happen to your video because there's other parties involved. Content ID claims are going to happen. You're probably not going to be able to monetize. Your video might stay up, might not. Your video might get taken down. And you just have no control when you don't know where your music is coming from and you're just using music from unknown sources, just downloading from your library or whatever, from Spotify, that last track that you love that was on the radio.
And despite what you think, you just definitely don't want to use like top 40 stuff. Even if you've heard you only use 3 seconds or 9 seconds, YouTube can still hear that and pick it up with Content ID. So avoid really heavily copywritten music and popular music. But the second thing is then there's also a lot of like free music out there on all these sites, but there's the danger of using the wrong music that's just kind of low quality. What happens there?
I mean, your video can just be so much better if you use a higher quality of music. If you're going to use lower quality music, that's going to reflect on how your video is portrayed. Better music equals a better film in general, whether it's a vlog or just anything that you're producing. If you have a better track behind it, it is going to be a better video in the end. So if you're using free from whatever free music archive, it's just not going to be as good as it could be.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like design, right? Like your design on your website, your YouTube cover really shows the professionalism of your brand. It shows off whether you could be taken seriously or not, and music is such an important thing, and that's that third tip of actually using the right music. When you actually have something that is not going to flag YouTube, but also that is unique, like what does that ultimately do for creators?
I mean, when you find the perfect song, a lot of times what we say at MusicBed is when you find the perfect song, it just makes your film. It just elevates your content to the next level. And it ultimately, as a creator, it makes you happier because you're happier with the choice that you've made. You're happier with your edit. And it just makes everything just flow so much better in the end.
Yeah, I totally agree. And let us know in the comments if it's always hard for you to find the right song. I was doing video production for years, and I would mull for sometimes hours trying to find the right song for a wedding video or for a client video. And then as a creator, trying to find the right songs for my vlogs. And it could be a big challenge. And so that's why it is nice at times to invest in something like the MusicBed. But what's interesting is years ago, it was kind of like out of reach. I remember to license a song it was one song at a time, and it was kind of tough to get great sounding music that you loved, but on a sustainable basis, especially when you're pumping out a lot of content. So what kind of does the MusicBed have that helps creators and YouTubers?
Yeah, so a little over a year ago, we launched our subscription option, and it has been revolutionary, honestly, for every type of creator that we work with, but especially YouTube. I think YouTube creators are out there just making so much content, and you just need unlimited access, which is why we started our subscription option with unlimited access starting at $9.99 a month, and tiers up based on your subscriber count. And I mean, it's honestly been super helpful for every creator that we've worked with, and I think definitely revolutionary.
Yeah, I love that. And actually here at Think Media, we've used a ton of Think MediaBed songs lately. We've been working together, and recently we just did a promo video for our event.
I can't stress enough, the value of Grow with Video Live will change your game when it comes to YouTube.
Grow with Video is one of the most incredible conferences if you're going to do anything moving forward in the 21st century.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start. to be great.
And what we love is that even though there's some other services out there that have a lot of different music, MusicBed really has a heart for like the artist, a heart for the creative. And so the interesting thing is that MusicBed is not actually royalty-free music, the term royalty-free, but yet it's still safe to use. How is that?
Well, we invented a process called Sync ID, where we work with a specific content ID manager that allows you to use rights managed music, which is basically the opposite of royalty free, to upload to your YouTube channel, and you will get a content ID claim. That is the only difference, but then it is automatically cleared for you, and it takes like 2 minutes or less. Usually MusicBed notifies you before YouTube even tells you anything, and you're able to use it just like you can royalty free. But the fact is that when you're working with rights managed, the quality is just so much higher because these artists are real artists, they're real touring musicians, and you're able to use that content for the same process that you can for royalty free.
What I love about MusicBed is that you really do care about the artist, just like you care about the creator and the creative themselves. You know, we know what it's like to bootstrap, and sometimes even investing in your channel early on can be kind of a stretch. But the same is true for these artists. Like, they got to make a living too, and some of these other services are actually kind of almost taking advantage of artists. They're like getting all their rights, and then that artist is. That's why they're a starving artist, right? And so I love that you care about the artist, you care about the creator, and some of these other music sites are almost like fast fashion. Like, yeah, you can get the music, but what's it doing to the industry? What's it doing to individuals? What's it doing to families? And so you guys have just like, really, it feels like a soul and a heart for the whole ecosystem of creative culture, yeah?
Absolutely. A lot of what we've mentioned from the very beginning of MusicBed is this is artists serving artists. Like, filmmakers want to be paid for their content, so do musicians. And so we just want to have like a well-rounded, like circular community that is able to support each other. And I think it's worked out so well.
I love that. And we actually have a playlist of some of our favorite songs here at Think Media that we've used in some of our videos, just so you can check out some of the songs on the MusicBed. So we'll link that in the description below if you want to check that out. What's kind of some final thoughts about the power of music and how it can take videos to another level?
I think when you find that song and you're just invested in, of course you're invested in your edit, but when you find that song, it just clicks. It just makes your edit so much better and just takes it to the next level. So, yeah.
I love that. And we want to pass the question off to you. What's one of your favorite places to get music online for your videos? Tell us in the comments. And what kind of different music are you using in your music videos? Have you started editing with that? And what kind of styles do you like? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, smash the like button. And then also check out that playlist if you want to see some of the tracks we've been using. Omar, Kyle, Nolan over here at Think Media have been loving the MusicBed because there's so much vibe there. There's a lot of unique sounds you can't really find anywhere else, which can really elevate your brand and make a greater impact. And I just want to thank you too for helping us here at Think Media to find great music, and this collaboration with you guys that we've kind of been doing over the past little bit has been super fun.